See, a lot of times, I was sitting back and I was thinking, right? A lot of times, if a man see another man, he frown up at him because he don't know him. He look him up and down because he don't know him. Or he have an issue assuming and he don't even know him. That's another issue that we have with society as men, boys. But I'm gonna tell you what a man would do. What we gonna do. So each one of y'all is sitting by somebody, right?
Right.
You stand up. Put that down. You stand up. You stand up. You stand up. You stand up. And the person that's sitting next to you, the only time that you should look down is when it's to help your brother up. Help your brother up.
Okay.
That's the only time you should look down at another man. And that's to help your brother get up. So the ones that was sitting down, I want you to stand up. And the ones that was standing up, I want you to sit down. Sit down. Stand up. So you stand up. Now, the ones that stand up, I want you to now do what?
Help your brother.
Help your brother up. This is how we should start doing in the world, period. Never look down on nobody because you assume or you think they might have less than you or because you think they might be less than you. Bless you. Coffee. Coffee. But that's how it should be. Going forward, we have to start changing our mentality on how we look at people in the world. Because if you start changing your mentality, then you'll be able to change your walk.
Right.
Then your journey will your journey will begin to be different. So now what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to walk with your brother. Follow me. Walk with your shoulders up as men. We walk with our shoulders up as men. Walk with your shoulders up, your head up all the time. As men, this is what we do. All right, let me see. My three panels. So now, from now on, when you walk out those doors, and you walking outside, and you walking out here in the real world, your walk should be up. You have to walk with confidence. Confidence should be within. Self-motivation should be within. You should be self-influenced within. Don't never sit back and wait on nobody to give you confidence. Never go wait on nobody to motivate you. You find what I do with some things that I've been through in my past, I use it as motivation. Because I don't want to go back there again. I don't want to deal with those situations again. That's my motivation. So every day I go in to work, I turn a different switch on. It's time to go to work. And everybody else that's in there, if I see somebody with a dim light, my light needs to be bright so I can pass my light to you. Because if my light is dim and your light is dim, how are we going to lift each other up? Somebody got to be lifted up. We got to start thinking like that. Stop thinking that somebody owe you something. Stop walking in the world like this person owed me this. We good?
Yes, sir. We're good. We're good.
So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to answer questions. So, 3 panelists. Open it up, pull the question out, read the question.
why, and how can I overcome this?
Can you repeat that, bro? That's a good question.
What am I most afraid of? Why, and how can I overcome these?
I'll take a stab at that. Success. I'm afraid of it. Because for a simple fact, I never knew success. And when you're trying something different to better yourself, it's scary. I'm about to graduate from my computer career, doing IT. And I'm terrified. Because I've never done it before. But I'm overcoming that because I got God on my side. And I pushed myself, and I told myself, the only way you go get unafraid of this is by doing it. And now, like I say, I'm proud that I pushed myself for that, because I'm almost there.
Yeah.
And I'm still nervous.
That's a great accomplishment, man. Like,
Appreciate it.
even what you saying, you got a little bit more to go. But see, success can be scary though. Because like you said, you haven't experienced it before, so you don't know what's gonna be on the other side. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, with having God right there, okay, now, like we speak about the walk, all you have to do, you put in the groundwork, all you have to do is just do the walk. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. You have a mustard seed of faith. That's crazy. That's all you need is a mustard seed.
You don't need to see.
He ain't said nothing about no grapefruit. He ain't said nothing about a mango seed. He ain't said nothing. He said a mustard seed of faith. And a lot of times we lose sight of that. We lose a lot of sight of that. Alright?
Well, with that being said, I would have to try to say failing again. Like I said, I've done this before and I failed. Different relationships that I used to be in, letting a lot of kids down, family members down, you know what I'm saying? And the last route that I had took, it was an ugly situation. So I'm scared to fail again. With finances and everything right now too, that's why I push so hard at work, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be better, you know what I'm saying? I want to be the opposite person that I used to be. I want to be known as a hard worker. I want to just build up my skills and do all that, but I'm scared of failing and letting my family down.
Yeah.
So what would I do to prevent that from happening is just probably continue to keep doing what I'm doing and just know that there is a God that got me out of the circumstances that I used to be in, and with this new family that I got now, and y'all good new friends and stuff like that and everything, I just want to keep myself busy trying to be there for family and friends.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all think about that.
I would say just to that, failure gonna come. It ain't no getting away. It ain't no, and it's no getting around it. It's really just all about picking yourself back up. Like the Mark was saying, like the self-motivation got to be within you.
Yeah.
So like, as long as you're trying to do something, you're gonna either succeed or you're gonna fail. So if you fail, you just gotta keep trying, keep going forward. That's what you want to do. Just keep trying, keep picking yourself back up.
Yep. I receive that.
Y'all know what comes with that though. They say failure is not a what? Failure? Yeah, exactly. So if you make failure, if you even make it an option, then there's a chance that you will fail. But if you tell yourself, like I say, it goes all the way back to the mental. It starts mentally first, with whatever is mental. So if you tell yourself, man, I know I have to go, in order to get over here, I know I gotta go through this. You know what I'm saying? It's like a tunnel. When you're on the outside of that tunnel, it's sunny. But you know when you walk through that tunnel, you might make a left, you might make a right, you might stumble a little bit, you might hit something, boom. But if you just go through those obstacles within that tunnel, and then you come out on the other side, it's gonna be what again? Sunny. You see what I'm saying? So failure, if you mentally tell yourself it's not an option, it won't be an option.
I like that.
And the way I look at that, I like to say this here. I put it on Facebook where I'm at. I've been through too many storms to let a little rain stop me.
Ooh.
And basically that's just the world. Because like I say, I'm not perfect, none of us are perfect. Like we was talking about things we're scared of. I got 2 grandsons watching me. They live with me. And my thing with being scared of is I'm not doing the right thing in front of them to make them grow up to be good men.
Yeah.
And where I overcome that is I sit down and talk to them. See what they is.
So what do you do when they don't listen? Because they're not always gonna listen.
Right.
So what do you do in those situations?
In that situation, I let them do what they gonna do. Or like I said, let them bump their head.
Yeah.
Then 13-year-old, he'll come back, Papa, I see you do something like that. Like, I used to wrestle with him when he was younger. So as he got older, he still feel like he's all right to play with me.
Yeah.
And I told him one day when I walked in the house, I said, stop playing with me. My wife said, stop playing with your papa, because he's gonna hurt you. So one day I walked in the house, and I was having a bad day. I walked in the house, before I know it, he was like, oh. I said, that's why I told you to stop playing with me. I said, and that's what people try to tell you, because you like to play a lot. I would think about what you're doing, bro. When I be telling you stuff, I'm not trying to be mean to you. I want you to get this because I didn't have nobody to give it to me like I'm giving it to you.
Yeah.
Right about that.
That's right. What y'all got? What you Well, some things that, did you say the question?
What am I most afraid of, why, and how can I overcome these?
You have things you're afraid of?
Some I'm afraid of is going back to how I was last school year, stuff that I used to do. I used to fight wild, I used to do a lot of stuff to get me in trouble. I ended up getting in a lot of trouble. And the way that I can overcome that is doing what I'm doing now. Here with y'all, trying to better myself and stand out the way, start making with the people I was with last year.
You know what? If you think about that, I told the guy on Zoom, I used to tell him all the time. Any of y'all have been on merry-go-round?
Yes.
You know what merry-go-round is?
That's my
You ever roll on?
down.
I know you know. Okay, we used to be on merry-go-round, go around in a circle, the other people pushing around in a circle. You know, well, not even merry-go-round, you just stand up and just start turning around in a circle. After a while, you know, be dead. And the only way to stop being dead is to stop going in circles. If you keep going in circles, you're gonna keep getting dead. So I say that because to keep from doing what you're doing, you have to change the way you live. You're doing the same thing every day. Every day you're doing the same thing. You leave home, you go to school, you're doing the same thing. You come back home, you're doing the same thing. But you say you're tired of it. So the only way you can stop it, you got to stop it. You got to do something different.
Starts with
Stop. If you try to hang with the homies that's always getting you in trouble, then stop hanging with them. I mean, they might come by. I ain't saying you gotta be mean to them, but just tell them, hey man, I ain't feeling that. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna do something different. And see, if you got a good homeboy, he'll understand that. But if they out there talking about you because you want to do something different, they're not your friends. They don't care about you. Like I was saying earlier, if you run around with some dudes and ain't nobody trying to stop you from doing nothing wrong, you running with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick on that, if you don't mind. Go ahead.
You say you're 16? Them your 2 little brothers right there. You realize a lot of stuff that you do, they're watching you. So if you change and they see you changing, that'll make them be better. And then like back to people that you hang around with, when you start getting in trouble, guess what? If you get in trouble and those people are with you, they gonna point the finger at you because they know that's what you're gonna do. So in order for you to get over that, leave them alone. They probably gonna call you sissy or bump, whatever. You know you're not there, you just be there for them. But as long as you're doing what's better for you and your 2 little brothers, that's all you gotta do, bro.
Piggyback on what I gotta say is, you wanna know who's really there for you, change your life for the right.
Yeah,
Change your life for the best.
that's what we see.
That's when you'll see who's there for you.
That's bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
And this is coming from experience. Close people. You know what I'm saying? When I was out there doing drugs, gang banging, fighting, stealing, you know what I'm saying? They was all there for me. But when I saw the light and I wanted to do better and to put something out there in the world that wasn't negative, I didn't see them anymore. Which was a good thing. Because that let me know that them people not ready to change. Them people is not on my level. You know, all they want to do is see me now. And now I run into people now that like mine. And you know, and I do not regret walking away from the things I did. I don't. I almost want to cry, bro, because I feel your pain. I do. Because, man, I had some close people to me like that. But at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself. You have to make sure you good at the end of the day. You know, people can talk, people they can laugh, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all about you. Just you. You know what I'm
And
saying?
again, you would think like, if you cut those friends off, you would think that you hurt those friends. But what we really don't ever think about, the people that we really hurt is the ones that really, really want to see us win. Like our mom, like our dad, like our granny, like our brother, like our sister. Those are the ones that we really be hurting. But we don't be thinking about all that. You know what I'm saying? Because we so want to cater to those so-called friends. And I guarantee you, when you do change your life and you start doing things for the better, some of those so-called friends, God forbid, but some of those so-called friends, everybody not gonna make it. Some gonna be 6 feet deep before they probably reach 25. You know what I'm saying? Some gonna be incarcerated before they turn 25. Now you just sat up here and you told all of us what you want to do. You can tell us all day, we gonna go back to our own lives, but you gonna have to go home to your mom and brothers. Or you gonna stick to what you said here? That's gonna be between you, your conscience, and God on what you gonna do.
Amen.
And one more thing. Y'all probably gonna laugh at this, but I told them this once before. If you change it, you got people that don't want to change. The people that don't want to change, you can give them a job sleeping and they're gonna wake up and quit.
Oh,
Think about it. If they don't want to change, you give them a job sleeping, they're gonna wake up and quit.
yeah.
Now they don't want to change.
I got that.
Hey, my wife, his name, she say this all the time. Sitting straddle the fence. Sitting straddle the fence. You go out there and get on the fence. You sit on it like this. You can sit on it for a while. But after a while, it's gonna start hurting. So now, when you sitting on this fence, you got green grass on the side, everything pretty. You got all your homeboys over here, dogs, jumping at you, trying to bite you. Now you're trying to figure out, man, dogs over here trying to get at me. Got some dudes over here trying to shoot at me. But that's what I'm used to. But what side you gonna get off on? You might have got away before on this side. Outran the dog, but it's gonna come a time. You ain't gonna outrun the dog. You gonna get caught. It's gonna come a time you ain't gonna outrun. You niggas shoot. Bah, bah, bah. You think it's funny because you duck it. Oh, they shoot at me. It's gonna be a time you ain't gonna get away. So you gotta make a choice. You gonna let fence. Man, tired of running.
You get tired. You get tired.
I'm tired of getting in trouble.
That's true. That's true.
I'm tired of running.
You get tired.
Yeah. That's true.
And you see on this side over here, everything is cool. You gotta
Hopefully
do,
you get tired before it's too late.
yeah, you gotta do like this. Trying to, come on man, come on here with us, man. We having fun, we ain't nobody arguing, ain't nobody fighting, we living it up over here. But you so used to over here. See, that's the problem. A lot of us get used to over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing. I know I can go over here. Man, we can go over here and jack somebody.
I give you some money real quick, I know I can, cause they don't wanna go do it the right way, they don't wanna go work. They wanna go do something quick. But everything quick ain't good. I tell people all the time, all money ain't good money. Just because you go ahead and get, rob somebody for 15,000 or 2,000 or whatever, there's a consequence behind it or whatever. It's gonna run out, it's gonna come a time, you're not gonna make it. You either gonna get shot, killed, or you're gonna go to jail. Over here, everything is peaches and cream.
Peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet.
Sir,
But that
Peace
right
and
there
quiet.
scares you though.
Yeah.
That peace and
If you
quiet
got
scares
business,
you.
yeah, but see, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
I was
useful.
listening, you was talking about your schooling, and you said you come. See, me and your auntie was talking about this earlier. Like, she asked me a question, she said, how come people, when I go, you know, I don't go off on, but when I stop doing, I let them know that I'm not doing all that old kind of junk like that no more. The first thing they think I'm mean. It ain't just, I told her, I said, it ain't that you mean, it's just, they was comfortable
Yeah.
with you doing this all the time.
Yeah.
Now you decide to change. They don't like change. It ain't, see, first thing they see, oh, she tripping. She used to do this all the time. You used to do this all the time. Now you tripping. No, it ain't that you tripping. You just don't realize I'm trying to do something different. But you want to say I'm tripping. I'm mean. No, I'm just trying, I'm tired of letting you run over me. I'm tired of arguing with you all the time. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that. I'm just trying to do something different.
Right.
You need somebody in your background that's pushing. Come on, man, I got you, bro. You wanna do something different?
Yeah.
Wherever you gonna go with you, homie. Like I told him when we started this being with the purpose, I said if it ain't the two of us, me and him,
Yeah.
go somewhere and don't nobody else show up, I'm going.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about nobody else. Cause I know we want to do something positive. And it's gonna pay off. Eventually, it's gonna pay off.
What you put out there is what you get.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
put out negativity, that's what's
That's
gonna
what
come
you
to
say.
you.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, you
But
girls gonna get food.
And a lot of us, I'm sure all of us in here have experienced. It don't have to be the same situation. Nope. Everybody in here have experienced negativity. Everybody in here done had their hand in some stuff they shouldn't have had. They got burned.
Yep.
Everybody in here done felt that fire.
Prime example. I tried selling drugs. You know what I say? I tried selling drugs.
I did
The
too.
first day I was on the job and selling drugs, they had me to look at, which I'm just starting to look for the police. The dude, the big man, sent us to go get some drugs. Somebody called us and said, don't come back over there, they just got busted. Guess what? That was my life. My life back on. 15 years old, living with my mom. What you think is gonna happen if my mom find out? Huh? My mom gonna be the hell out of me. I'm not working. All I gotta do is go to school.
Yeah.
I ain't got no business trying to sell drugs.
Yeah. No reason.
No
No reason at all.
And some of the same people that I can't really go in there.
Yeah, this is for all y'all. This is for all y'all. This is
The
for all
same
y'all.
people. The same people that I was doing that with. When I stopped doing it because of that, they called me punk, sis, but guess what? They either dead or locked up.
Here you is.
I'm out here in the free world, enjoying my life.
I tried selling drugs. It took 2 times to make me stop. I didn't like I got in trouble. The first time I was selling, I was trying to, my homeboy was trying to sell rocks, man. And it was this chick that stayed before me when we had, I was taking my mom. And I told her, I said, you don't see us out here, that means we ain't got nothing. So don't come to my house. Man, when we were outside, she come straight to my mama's house. Knock on the door. And I had to go to the door and tell her, I said, didn't I tell you when, if you don't see me outside, we ain't got nothing? So why is you knocking on my door? People that's on drugs, they don't care.
No.
You can tell them that, they don't care. Man, they'll follow you into a restaurant. Looking for some drugs, because they strung out. But then a lot of people don't catch the signs. I didn't catch it the first time. So the second time I'm out there selling drugs, stand on the corner. I got the rocks over there. Man, I'm standing on the corner, And no, I'm scared. I went to jail so many times. Ticket. I had a gun case. Man, I'm standing on the corner and having to turn around and the police was sitting right there on the corner. I'm like, God.
Mm.
I'm like, ooh, my horse left me fast. I'm like, ooh. I said down, I said, nah.
That ain't for me.
Yeah, it ain't for me.
Like,
See,
ain't for everybody.
that kind of life ain't for everybody.
Right,
It ain't.
right.
It ain't.
And some people like that life.
Some people like that kind of life. I don't. I've been to jail before. I ain't never been with my brother. I ain't never been in prison, but I've been to jail.
Me too. I've been jail for
When
10
you
years.
go to jail, all your freedom stop. You can't you go to sleep when they tell you to go to sleep. You eat when they tell you to eat.
Ain't no
Everybody watch
ain't no
TV.
TikTok.
Everybody on the same channel.
Hold up.
Everybody on the same channel.
Hey, everybody watching the same channel, but that ain't the killer. Everybody can watch you use the restroom, man.
Everybody. The toilet.
Everybody can watch you use the restroom,
Go to the
man.
restroom. Like you here, go to the restroom, go over there, close the door.
Close the door.
Over there, you don't. You go to use the restroom, the toilet is on the wall. All us sitting in there, chilling, we talking. You over there trying to use the restroom. You know where the water fountain is? Most of them right on top of the toilet.
Yep.
You stand on the toilet, drinking it up.
Yep.
So you don't know
Toilet
if
right
you
there.
drink- you drinking good water or toilet water.
You don't know what you drink. And
But
then
let me say this to you. Don't feel bad. Now this is to you. Don't feel bad about the mistakes you made.
No.
We all make mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Learn from
You learn from
Hey,
it.
Learn from it.
You know, it's gonna be hard. I'm not saying you're gonna change overnight. You can't change overnight. But as long as you put in that effort to change, change gonna come.
Yeah.
So don't ever feel bad. You know, just learn from it. You know, we all make mistakes. Trust me. We all wouldn't be sitting here now if we hadn't made mistakes.
Exactly.
Yep.
I made a lot of them. I was going to school.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I stayed in trouble so much, they didn't even know I had a sister. You know what I mean? I'm serious. My sister was a straight A student. I stayed in trouble so much, nobody ever seen me till the summertime. My mom wouldn't let me go outside and do nothing. I mean, nothing. I was sitting there looking at the money.
To 3:30, then you can go outside.
No, I couldn't. But like, when I leave my house in the morning, I go to school. When I get out of school, I go home. I can't go outside.
Every time I tried to do something wrong, I failed.
But it wasn't.
I know. I tried skipping school. Y'all ain't. Y'all ain't saw me. And she told me. This is something that y'all don't know. That you don't know as me being your father, and you don't know as me being your own. I tried selling drugs too. I tried 2 different times. And those 2 different times, me and the so-called homeboys I had, we were trying to kill each other. So I knew, I stood in the mirror. One day I did actually, I stood in the mirror and I told myself, I said, self, I said, what are you doing? I said, this ain't even you. This ain't even you. You work. Like I'm known for work. I never told nobody this, but I'm telling y'all, I'm sharing this with y'all now. I tried it before. You know what I'm saying? It never worked out for me. Like I say, anytime I tried to put my hands in something or do something, or I always felt that fire, I get burned.
Yeah, it hurts too.
And I knew, so me being right here, it was meant for me to be doing what I'm doing today. It was meant for me to do what I'm doing so where y'all could be able to see this. If I never told y'all what I just told y'all, y'all would have never known it. I'm carrying guns. Y'all didn't know that. You see what I'm saying? So, we talk about our attempts of selling drugs. It didn't work out for us. But let's reverse it and let's talk about doing drugs at y'all age or even period. Y'all have people that's not even surviving at y'all age, not even making it to the age 25. All this crazy, what you just say, fentanyl, whatever. All these different names and stuff like that, man. It's like they done got worse and worse and worse and worse. That's one thing I can say I didn't ever do. Which don't make me perfect.
That's right.
But I did not ever. I didn't ever pop a pill. I didn't ever do a drug. I didn't ever do nothing. Never smoked weed a day in my life. But that don't mean I did not make mistakes in other areas.
you got so-called friends, like he said, smoking. I used to smoke weed, but this guy, my so-called friend, he was doing cocaine and I didn't know it. He put some cocaine in my weed and I didn't know it and I smoked.
Racist.
That's a scary feeling.
They call it a friend.
That's a scary feeling.
And it's even worse.
My
My
whole
y'all
face.
generation. It's even worse.
I'm talking about my face and my head. Everything numb. I can't feel nothing.
Yeah, it's everything.
I didn't know what was wrong.
Yo,
And I found out that's what it was. I quit smoking, I quit dealing with it.
Go ahead.
what's your name, man? Jeremiah. That's a biblical name, bro.
Yes, it is. Jeremiah, he in the Bible.
And I also got a biblical name. I'm gonna just piggyback off what everybody's saying. They give you a lot of knowledge through experience. They give me examples of their own life. Again, piggybacking off of what everybody's saying, but more so with Marcus and Willie, what they said. You don't want to be on either side of the fence. Like you don't want to be doing drugs, selling drugs. And I'm gonna give you an example out of my life. Like when I stayed with my parents, right in front of me, there's of course another house. There was one dude that lived there, and he had like 3 sisters. I was in the grade. He was the youngest, and I went to the school with all 3 of them. I was in a class with the oldest one. He didn't make it to 21. He was selling drugs. He was selling drugs. He had a gun. Like me personally, I've never needed a gun. They say it's better to have it than not need it. I've had a gun before, but I've never needed it. I've never needed to use it. He didn't make it to 21. And you know who killed him? His friends, so-called homies that he was selling drugs with. You know where they got him at? At a trap that he was welcome in. He was a good friend of mine. I only hung around him. I didn't know any of his other homies and the other people that he was hanging with. He was like 4 or 5 years younger than me. He stayed in front of me. I don't know who he was around, who his other partners were, but that man, he was 20 at the time, but this was before COVID and everything. He was probably a little bit smaller than you. They put 25 shots in his chest.
Man.
25. Like standing over, like they just
Exactly.
They call it open.
Exactly. You know where he started? You know where he was when he started getting shot at? He was peeing in the bathroom. He let off some shots. He was with another person. He let off some shots. He almost killed one of the other one. It was like 3, and then it was 3 people there that targeted him, and then it was 2 people. My homie and then another dude that I really just met like a couple days before that happened. And I knew he was selling weed, but the last time I seen him, he was starting to get into cocaine. So I say all that to say like they told you, get you a good crowd, get you a crowd that you can trust with your life, because it's really real out here. Like you're not guaranteed to make it to 25. You're not guaranteed to make it to 20, 21, to tomorrow.
Nah.
See,
You're not guaranteed to make it the next second.
Yeah.
That's how tight it is.
See, this generation now, now, I'm gonna tell you, now, okay, like back in the day, we talking about guns and all that. Back in the day, you get into one of your homeboys, man, y'all might fight. Next day, y'all make friends.
No problem.
Bro, I was looking on YouTube. These 2 dudes was arguing. Shut up, bro. Now they standing face to face. They arguing. Now one of them throw a punch. You know what they did? Both of them backed up and pulled out guns and started shooting at each other. Like,
Y'all
really?
just face to face.
Y'all was just face to face. Go knock them off. But don't nobody fight no more. Everybody, the first thing they gonna do, pull out a gun and shoot. Cause you're too scared. I guess you're scared to fight. Cause we knuckle up back in the day. And then 2 days later, we back home. What's up, y'all? We all right? Everything's good.
I'm best friends.
But now, don't nobody fight no more. So you running with homeboys, I guarantee you get in trouble with one of them, they ain't gonna fight you. First thing you wanna do is try to shoot.
Somebody call the
Or they gonna have somebody, they gonna have
And
somebody.
then another thing. You get locked up.
Ain't nothing but car.
What them homeboys that you doing that dirty? I guarantee you calling mama, you calling people that you hurt. You calling one of them that you hurt. Hoping they pick up the phone and got the money.
Yep.
Yeah, hoping they even pick up the phone.
Cause they call from.
Seriously.
Yep.
When I went to, I've been to jail. I went to jail for the traffic tickets and all that. Y'all need me? Nah. Mama, she wasn't with me when I did anything.
Check this out.
But mama, she didn't get me out not one time.
But check this
But
out.
I had to get older to understand, like, I see why. Here's a lesson I had to learn.
But before you make that call, it ain't like you be on your phone and just call right now.
Oh, yeah.
Call you up. No, you gotta call the vet. You gotta dial 0 and call the vet and hoping that the person on the other end decide they want to accept the call.
Yeah.
If your mom don't know that you're a troubled child, they might just say, man, I've been telling him all this time.
Yeah.
Stay out of this.
Let me say it.
You know what they do? The operator gonna say, this call was not accepted. Click.
What you gonna
Who you gonna call now?
Whatever.
Now you gotta get somebody to go and accept the call. When they accept it, they paying for that call. However long you talk with them, they gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
So now you gotta find somebody that's gonna accept your call. Just you need to tell them, hey, can y'all try to come get me out? But if they know you a trouble child, you always get in trouble. 9 times out of 10,
Sometimes they do,
ain't nobody going to accept your call.
Exactly.
They gonna leave you in there. And I'm telling you, it ain't nice. Not at all.
You got my next question.
Do you love yourself? Name 5 things you love about yourself.
Let me go first. I'm gonna close and leave on this. I do love myself very much so because I know where I've been, I know where I want to go. Trials and tribulations, they're gonna come. I made it through enough storms to know that as long as I keep breathing, I make it to the next day or the next second. God, it's all in God's plan.
Yep.
The 5 things that I really love about myself is I'm a God-fearing person. I know what He's capable of, but at the same time, I treat God as a friend, like a personal friend.
Yeah.
I'm real understandable with people, with their feelings. Like I'm a Cancer. I went through as growing up, went through the stigma of like, oh, you too sensitive, too emotional, this and that. Well, it's like when I got over that, or like I battled with that a lot. Like when I was younger, like man, especially being a male Cancer. When I got over it, I realized like I can look at you and tell like you're not really, it's not your day, or you're not really feeling well, or, you bothered, something going on. I can look at you and peep that. So I'm real good with people, other people's emotions, not just my own. And then like 2 more, not much gonna get to me. Like if you hit me up, then like it's your fault. Like if I do anything to you, it's your fault. Cause I'm not gonna. You give me respect, I'm gonna give it back. You give me whatever you give me, I'm gonna give it back to you 10 times. Like it's just what it is. And I'm gonna close out the last thing. I love everybody. Ain't nobody in this room that did me wrong. Ain't nobody out there that did me wrong. If you did me wrong maybe 2 times, then that's like I'm gonna go my way, you go your way. I'm not gonna bother you. You don't have to worry about me in your life again.
Yeah.
So that's all I gotta say. And then one last thing, like I appreciate the invitation.
Man, thank you, brother. Real talk.
Yeah.
Thank you, a man of his word.
Yes, sir.
You can't get no better than that, man.
We gonna have more so you can come back in.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
Next
sir.
time they gotta be on A and B shit. So yeah, my name is Joshua. Thank you.
All right, bro. All right, sir. Take it easy out there.
Keep living, man. Keep living. Yes, sir. All right, now. Good meeting.
Appreciate it, King. Yes, sir.
I'll catch you at work, man.
I will.
All right.
repeat that for me, sir.
Do you love yourself? Name 5 things you love about yourself.
Be completely honest, sometimes I don't love myself. You know, and that's just the way it is. You want to love yourself all the time, which I do love myself. I love things about me, but sometimes I don't. Because I don't like the way I think sometimes. I don't like the way I act sometimes. But 5 things I do love about myself is that I have the ability to see that I do need change. That I do need to be able to do something different. Because some people can't see that. That's one thing I love about myself. I love fellowship to a certain extent, you know. I love fellowship. I love getting with like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? That's something I like about myself, you know. I love cartoons. I love cartoons. Because you never get too old to do the things that you love. Regardless if the people out in the streets talking about, oh, that's for kids. No, it's not. It's not for kids. It's for whoever love it. You know? When you try to love yourself according to the way you think other people want you to be, that's when you start to mess up. You know, but yeah.
Don't never let nobody change you.
Never. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't love myself all the time. But I do love myself.
5 things you love about yourself.
I love.
Probably love eating.
Just come from the heart. See, when you start thinking about it, that's when you mess up. Just come from the heart. Start talking, it'll come.
I love my arm. I love who I am.
Okay.
Number one.
You love who you is. Yeah.
And
Let me ask you this, to piggyback on your question. Some of the abilities that you do. Are you good at drawing? You like racing, running, video games? So you can love yourself because you're good at things. You know? You can also love yourself just because for the simple fact you're here. You know? You love that you give yourself an opportunity to grow and to learn things at a young age. Now I'm not to tell this, you know what I'm saying, just give me a moment though, but yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
5 things you love about yourself.
I love how like I can read people's emotions. I know like if a person is sad, mad, angry, and I know how to take. I know how to help that person basically. I love the friends that I have, family that I have. You know, I don't keep like a lot of friends around me. I love picking like a close, like basically like a
Circle, the small, yeah, you gotta watch it.
That's good.
I'm not good with like, you know, a lot of people.
Crowd and stuff like that, yeah.
I love that,
He was on the road, man.
Hey, well,
I gave more than 5. Just said
Nah, that was 3.
I was okay.
Me? 2 more gave you 3.
Yeah.
Look on my hand like this.
Come on, one more. 2 more.
Ah, you doing good though.
I love the type of person I am. Like basically like, you know, I'm not mean, I don't treat people wrong. You know, I don't do nobody wrong. You know, I stay to myself, do what I'm supposed to. You know, go to school, get good grades, go home, do chores.
We got another question.
5 things.
Oh, 5 things.
I can't name 5 things like off the top of my head right now, but like the main thing that I love about myself is that the person I'm becoming. Like I used to, I'd be all happy. Well, I'm always happy, but like I'd be in everybody's face. I'd be talking to everybody, doing a bunch, just being a bunch of goofy, glad clown, just doing a bunch of stuff. But I didn't settle down. I'm real calm. I don't talk to nobody for real, and I like that because now I don't talk to nobody. I see how everybody move. I see how everybody act, and now I know like I can like if I'm in a certain area, I can feel like the tension. I can feel the area, and if I feel like something wrong, I don't say nothing to nobody, but I move like I will leave or I will just like distance myself from there.
That's good.
And I used to be like, we'll just be around everybody. So if something happened, I'll be right there when it happened. I would get in trouble for it. And I know like if I was high and now, I have got in trouble at all. So I like the person I'm becoming.
Man, it's amazing. Y'all have a lot here. Y'all too. Y'all have a lot here. Y'all gonna do some great things. Y'all just gotta stay going that way. Stay going that way. You already know how it feels to go, no, stay going that way. That's the right. You know how it feels over there to the left. Something told you. People can tell you stuff all day. They can give you advice all day. But you, here and here, you gotta start telling yourself like, I want different. I want better. I want to do it. I want to see what it's like over there now. Everybody not, that's why it's a few of us in here, because everybody don't like that good side. Everybody don't want to be over there. Because like Unc said, everybody like to be over there because it's easy to do stuff over here, it's easy to get in trouble, it's easy to go blah, 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 blah. But doing the right thing, if you really think about it, it's not hard doing the right thing.
Oh, it's very easy.
It's not hard. People just think it's boring.
And then the 5 years, getting in trouble. It's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out of it.
That's the same.
It's hard to get out of it.
Proven
Fast.
Proven fact.
When you start catching them, getting out of them cases and stuff like that, studying in and out of courthouses and studying all this and that and blah blah. That's a whole different.
I heard somebody saying earlier, when you go to jail, call your friend. Check this out. You heard with us. If you invited some of your friends to tell them you come to a men's ministry table talk, 9 out of 10 not gonna come. But I guarantee you went back to the same dude. Hey man, so on house party this weekend, with some women there, every nigga in the hood show up. Every last one of them.
Same thing.
But when they go to you trying to take them something good, you're not speaking their language.
Yeah.
You ain't speaking their language. They want to go somewhere with women, cussing, all this old crazy music, niggas smoking weed, shooting up in there. Why you shooting up in there? The bullets got to come down.
Somewhere.
And you don't know what they gonna call it. These bullets ain't got no name. But they like that. They think that's fun. You done shot 50 bullets. All 50 of them got to come down. What goes up, gotta come down.
Remember
You know
this.
where it's gonna come
I'm
down,
sorry,
and
sir.
it might come down right back down.
Yeah, that's facts. That's true. That's true.
And remember this, you don't have to be grown to be leaders.
Ooh.
Show it on.
You don't have to be grown to be
Going
leaders.
like that.
No, he's saying, but I hear people say all the time, don't be no follower, be a leader. But you know, sometimes you got to follow.
You got to sometimes.
Because you got to follow. Sean, he doing the right thing. So you follow him, you follow his lead.
To become that leader.
To become a leader.
Gotcha.
To become where he is. So you follow him, you see him doing right, for sure, I'm going to follow him. He going up. I want to get where he is. I want to make that kind of money. I want to be able to, be in charge of something. So you got to follow.
Yeah.
But then once you follow it, then you break out. Say, okay, I got it now.
Well, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
I was
then you
just
break
gonna
out.
piggyback off of that.
Then you break out. Say, yeah, I got it now.
I was just gonna
I
say
got
that.
it. So now you're gonna have somebody else who want to follow you. They want to see if you make it big and you start making a lot of money,
True, brother.
you start making a lot of money, people start asking me. I used to look at car stereo. And I always try to hook up the next man's stereo better than mine. Because it's like word of mouth. When they heard it, they said, man, who hooked up your stereo? Oh, Robert hooked it up. Okay. They come to me. So, you a leader now. You doing it big. Somebody want to find out, how'd you get that? How'd you get where you at? Now you tell them. Man, first, you got to give back where you got it from. Man, I was watching my uncle, man. I was watching how he was living and how he was doing it. Like, man.
To God, my Lord.
So, I watched him until I broke off and I figured out how to live this thing. Live right. Now I'm doing it. So now, I'm telling you, you're going to run into somebody. Whatever it is you're going through, or you're going to be through, you're going to run into somebody else that's going through the same thing. And you'll be able to tell them, this, man, hey man, I've been there, bro.
Yep.
I done had that happen before. That ain't what you want.
And you always have them remember waiting friends.
I tell dudes just like this all the time. I tell people like, if you ain't never went through nothing, then you can't help nobody. How can you help? If I ain't never been a dope dealer, but I'm gonna try to tell you how to be a dope dealer. I ain't never sold dope. So how am I gonna tell you how to do it? I tell people, man, you go to, I'd rather go to a mechanic shop that's full of cars than he work on all the cars. Than to go to one, or better yet, go to one that ain't got no cars in it. He a mechanic, all his lot is empty. That's why he don't fix all the cars. He don't fix them and send them off. Cause you got some car out, man, you go to, dude had your car on the lot 3 weeks. And you never change it.
That's real talk. He's a mechanic.
Yeah.
If my boss got a truck right now, been in our shop 2 years, every time dude come up, they tell the dude different life.
Yeah.
Bro, if you ain't gonna fix this bad truck, let him take it somewhere else.
Now that's all they do. You say it's been over for 2 years?
Yeah.
You been telling how many lives you got for 2 years?
That's
a lot of lives.
But it's just like,
He ain't gonna find nobody cheap, but that's why he won't take it.
it's just like you want to
In 2 years, he could have been saying, hey.
Check out, but you got a dude that say he cut her. But every time you see him, his hair jacked up. How you a barber or how you a beautician? You gonna charge me to fix my hair and your head looking a mess.
No, I like to tell them. I was like, come on, let me teach you how to fly this plane. Now remember, mine, I ain't never flew that before. Let me teach you how to fly though. Come on, I got you.
Yeah.
We all finna go down.
What's the next question?
What is the things you have, what is the things you have been holding on to that you may need to let go of?
Friends.
Yeah, we just told him.
Great friends. That'll go. I had some friends. I was the only one in my group, a friend that I had a car. And every weekend, we used to go to skate park. Everybody piled up in my car, go to skate park. Soon as my car broke down, I didn't see none of them. I didn't. I didn't see none of them. I had one homeboy that rode with me, and me and him worked on the same job. He got paid. It tripped me out. I thought he was tripping. We got paid. This fool gave me his whole check. He said, man, girl, I'm gonna help you get your car fixed.
Yeah.
All the dudes I was running with. And I told him, I said, man, if I'm driving down the road and I got a car full of people, and I see you walking, somebody got to get out. But you will always have rival. And then we come through.
First of all, them so-called friends that
Wouldn't be in
when
the
they come around you when your car was broken down, they wouldn't get back in my car.
No, they didn't. They didn't. That's what I found. I didn't mess with no more.
Yes, sir.
This took me some years, and they used to beat me down. Oh boy,
I was-
it used to beat me down because I couldn't live. I felt like I couldn't live, like how I really wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like every time it will always make me job hop because I'm trying to find that job. You know what I'm saying, to be able to keep up with it. But every time I was getting paid, they was getting most, and then I'm going home with like $200.
Yeah.
I'm putting in all this work, I'm putting in overtime, but my checks are $200.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm living with my mom. I'm living with my mom at the time. And my kids, I know they ain't understand. They didn't understand or whatever like that. And I used to tell myself, like, man, every time I get my kids or whatever, like I'm over here at my mama's house in this room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a room that I grew up in as a kid.
Yeah.
But I'm 30-something years old in this room and I can't really move and do nothing because I feel like I can't live with it. So what I did, I said, okay. I know what I need to do. I said, instead of making excuses of why I can't, I said, DeMarcus, what you gonna do? I said, find a better job that can match this. So where I'm at now, even though I started out from scratch where I was at, when I first started where I work at now, when I first started there, I didn't have nothing. When I say I didn't have nothing, I had nothing. I was still living with my mom, still my children. I ain't have no car, no nothing. That's why some people didn't understand. I remember you asked me, you was like, man, do you have a family? Because I was always at work. Always at work. Because I felt like, I had somebody tell me like, man, why you, I'm telling you, every time I try to get with a woman or something like that, or be with somebody, or go date somebody or something like that, they always, I was too ashamed to tell them I stayed with my mom. So I never would tell them. I was ashamed to tell them that I didn't have a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was ashamed to say those things, but then when I did, I wouldn't say nothing at the beginning, and then as like a month go by, the question pop up, who you live with? I'm like, well, I live with my mom. You stay with your mom, how old are you? Then here come everything. I said, but I got a job though. But I work though. But with some women, that wasn't enough.
Yep.
But then that really just lets you know though how that woman was. But then again, I wouldn't always blame that woman. Because think about it, you gotta start looking at stuff on the other side. You don't know who that woman dealt with. She probably did go through that same situation with that man, with those men, and they probably was leeching off of her. You know what I'm saying? Or getting her money, driving her car, doing this and that or whatever. But I knew I wasn't that type of guy. But she just was unwilling to give me that chance. You see what I'm saying? Because of what she went through.
Okay, even if she didn't go through nothing, she have women that don't go through nothing, and they just like that because, like you said, when I started working, I didn't have no car. I ride my bike to work. And I seen this girl, she looked good. I was like, she like, get your car, then you can look. That wasn't even necessary.
Really wasn't.
You tell me to come, but you walking, I'm riding a bike. Come on now.
But now sometimes it do turn to be alright, cause I was living with my dad when I met my wife. You know what I'm saying? I was living with my dad when I met my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I had a car that was, every time you drove, it just, but you know what? My wife, I say this to her, she was just, you know what I'm saying? She didn't care if I was at my dad's. She didn't care if my car was towed up. She ride with me and stuff like that. And them the ones you want. They don't care what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you ain't gotta be dressed like this all the time for them to love you.
But see, I used to didn't be honest, cause I used to didn't, and then I actually had a woman tell me, cause I used to, then again, sometimes I would actually tell everything from at the beginning.
Too much?
Like, yeah, like I'd be like, yeah, I ain't got no car, I live with my mom, I ain't this and that. I used to do that at the beginning so I can go and get it over with.
Yeah.
But then again, I had a woman tell me, don't ever, cause I turned her off like that.
Yeah.
Like she didn't want to, she gave me advice, but then when she gave me advice, she wasn't trying to hear it. She said, don't you ever do that. Don't you ever tell a woman, if they don't ask, you don't tell. But I said, man, I thought I was doing the right thing by just going and put it out there, so I ain't got to worry about it.
But you know what, that's the thing though. You was actually doing the right thing. Society got these women thinking differently.
Okay.
I'm saying you was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you the truth. You gotta love me for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I seen a movie like that where
Yeah.
the dude told his chick, man, they like it though. He just by that flat out told him, he say, I ain't got no job. I ain't got I'm living here and this, but you know what, that woman wanted him that much, she still took it. Because that's who she wanted. But he told, see, it's better to tell him up front than for them to find out in the end.
That's what I'm saying, though. I would lose it both ways.
Yeah, but no, you doing right though, because I'm telling you like your auntie, when me and her got back together, she started telling me everything. She wanted me to know right now. So when it came across, I would come out like, why you tell me that? Why I'm just not finding all this out? No, she put everything on the table. She just laid everything on the table. I live like this, I used to do this, I did this, I shot it. My wife used to be a baller.
Hey,
Did he see your auntie?
hey,
Did he see your auntie? He don't see it.
Yeah.
She done shot at people, she could be a dope dealer, all that.
Yeah.
She'll tell you. But she tell her testimony all the time. She put everything on the table. I done shot at her. I done sold dope. We ran South Dallas. All this other kind of junk. Now, she done told you all this. Now, you got the decision to take it or not.
So in that situation, not being angry to cut y'all, but in that so when everything got laid out on the table, what was your mindset then?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now, the gunplay and all that, what really, that didn't bother me. What really got me is when she told me she was in the band. Cause like when me and her went together the first time, we were young. We were 19.
Right.
But then after we broke up, got back together, now she was a bandit. I almost gonna be a pastor. And me wanting her that bad, I said, man, I'm a girl. Yeah, I was lying like what? I didn't know what I was getting to.
You did not.
I didn't know you
know.
So now I'm living in the house with a pastor. And every time God tell her something to tell me, and she'll tell me, I'm like,
when I first met you, I thought you was a preacher. I kid you not. If you call my phone right there and I show you, it's gonna say Nelson Robert Taylor.
and she was always telling me.
That's what I got in my phone. See,
What's the big into existence?
But she spoke, but she was the first one that started speaking. Because I used to play drum in church. I used and sing in the choir. She was always telling me, she said it's more to you than just singing in the church.
Yeah.
There's more to you.
Like you
Play drum. There's more to you. And you, that's what I'm saying. You got to have somebody that's with you that can see in you and say, man, it's something in you than just playing video game. I see something
They
that's
gotta see above
you know what I'm saying? They got to see
superficial layer that they got right
what you
there.
are right now. They got to see that.
Gotta
When
see
you
that.
find somebody that can see that, them the people you need to stick with because they pushing you to do better. If you find somebody they not trying to push you,
me and my wife been together 24 years.
no.
That's a blessing.
And my wife
It
always
ain't been easy because I was being me. I'm just gonna be honest, it wasn't her fault, it was me.
Oh yeah,
But she stuck by me
That's a lot of years.
through everything.
bro.
Yeah.
Like I said before,
She don't came to women's house and caught me over there. I swear now it wasn't me. But she
See,
thought it was me.
But see,
But she stuck by me.
I remember when you was a little bitty kid. My son.
Oh.
He was a little.
I thought you talking about me.
My son.
What even more?
He's amazing. He's amazing. You are an amazing child of mine. You are. I love you so much. So he said something, and I knew. I said, "Boy, you gonna be a better man than me." When he was yay high, he said, "Dad, I want to travel the world first, and then give me a family." I said, I looked at him like,
That's good.
say that again? Hold on, but Daddy wouldn't know that back then. Daddy wouldn't know that back then. Well, he's gonna be a great young man. He's gonna be a great man. You're gonna be a great man. All you gotta do is stay doing what you say that you do. and just keep elevating. You gonna be a great man.
All of y'all.
Because y'all already catching it. Like you learn now versus when you got 35. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. They say men don't start maturing to the well, I'm saying some men don't start maturing to the age of 35.
I don't need to cut y'all off. I'm gonna reach. We're on this in here talking. We got 3 on here, they ain't saying nothing. I see him over there with his hand like this, like he got something to say.
You got something to say? See? We gotta pull it out of
You know what? Hey, you're right. We get that. We get lost sometimes. You know, we get lost, especially us older men who've been through a lot of things. And when it comes to the youngsters, because for a simple fact, we sit there. And when like we talking down, you know, this is our fault. Cause when we talking down, we did the exact same thing.
No. Hold on.
Let me feel what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now we did the same thing. I ain't trying to hear him. You know what I'm saying? I heard him. You know what I'm saying? You heard little bits and pieces and things. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, we should get y'all involved. I mean, we are getting y'all involved. Y'all are listening and learning things. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to know. You know what I'm saying? Hear more from y'all.
But see, at the end of the day, like I said up here, they are the future. So they don't. Well, not him, but. They don't really catch it, grasp it right now.
I feel what you're saying.
They are the right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, they are the right now. So that's why we are engaging more. It's not that we're leaving them out. That's why we engage. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Because
they hear us, but it's gonna
yeah, they hear us. They got
right now. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
I really do dig this. I really do enjoy this.
It's gonna get better. It's the first time. It's our first one.
I told him I'm in for